show, but at the end of the day, we need to unite these two people, and they need to come out into the light, and you need to do it, Adrian, outside of Rocco Galate. Okay, there's no solution in the legal world, as everybody's hopefully finally realizing and recognizing. The bar, and again, ignorance is our enemy. So we must route this out, and we must do this powerfully and correctly. And I believe that Adrian will come on side with us in the very near future. So I just wanted everybody to see that. Let's just talk about this. Here's Gabriel and here's the little hit piece that went out against us. A guy named Peter Smith. He first emailed me a couple of weeks ago, and he said, you know, I'd like to write an article, and called me a sovereign citizen and this and that. Well, first and foremost, everybody knows this Peter guy's ignorant as hell. Okay, he's a dumb shit. Pardon my language, but he is. And he's ignorant because he was told and shown. When he referred to me as a sovereign citizen, for those of you that don't understand that, that's an oxymoron. You can't be both. So all he is another lip mouthpiece for the system that put all this crap out there to begin with in our legal world, in our public courthouses. So just so you know, a sovereign is any man or woman that's been given dominion over something. And we were all given dominion over this earth, the land, and the sea by our Creator. It's right in Genesis. So that's what sovereign means. We're all sovereign in that capacity. A citizen, well, a citizen is a construct that was created by these service corporations that exist in our world that call themselves government. They created the citizen. The citizen is a slave. It's something which they own and control within their system. And that's that birth certificate. They create that legal person when you're born, after you're born, not birthed, right? And that is how all this is tied together. So this guy's gone out, he's done a hit piece on Gabriel for following some fringe legal philosophy. Okay, you know what? Probably why I can't say the word, but there's no legal philosophy that I deal with. He's referring to my work. Everything that I'm telling everyone is the law. Okay, it is 100% true. No one has come forward and ever brought evidence counter to it. Someone's got to come forward and claim that I'm property from the bar, right? Or I've got a contract with one of these maggots that wear these black robes, or these crown attorneys that wear robes, right? On the private side, or the service corporation they represent. And when they answer again no to all three of those questions, that's how simple this is. Where do they get jurisdiction? That means control. They don't have it over us. But because we've got this theater around us of all these ignorant people that act as bailiffs, all right, security sheriffs in our public courthouses, then you've got further ignorant and evil people that are called crown attorneys. Okay, these are the worst of the worst. And then, well, not the worst, then you go up the chain to the people wearing the black robe, who are ultimately the head of this repugnant snake, of these rats that have infested our public courthouses. And this is why we need to rout them out. And Gabriel and I, we don't mind this, because this is just going to draw more attention to our work. And hopefully people will see, when they listen to Gabriel speak and they see our filing and everything's gone, and they tried to align us with this QAnon movement. Just for the record, I got no use for this QAnon movement. I think it's all BS, to be quite frank, what's going on. However, Scott, we go on his show because Scott's a great man. He's bringing truth forward. Whether Scott believes in QAnon or not, that's irrelevant. Our job is to make sure that we're bringing the truth as powerfully and as quickly as and simply out and before our fellow man in this world. Scott provides a vehicle for that. He's a dear friend of mine, and we can agree to disagree, but we do not agree on these people that are doing all this. We do not disagree, I should say, on the evil that all these people are doing and the solution moving forward. And that's at our public courthouse. To show you the insanity of all this, and I'd like to thank people that send me these emails with some of these links, and I get a quick chance to look at them, because I just don't have any time to look anymore. Unfortunately, not that I wish I did. But here's one that a wonderful woman sent to me. It says, the Ontario Human Rights Commission, full stop. Ontario Human Rights Commission. Is that a man or woman? No, it's a fiction. It's a group of people that got together and created this entity called the Ontario Human Rights Commission. You got a contract with any of these people? No. Have you relinquished your control or your God-given rights to any of these people? Nope. Have you got a contract with them when they act for the Ontario Human Rights Commission in that service capacity? No. So once you answer no to all three of those questions, it's the same shtick. None of this crap applies to we the people. You don't go to some Ontario Human Rights Commission as if they somehow supersede your creation to our Creator. We are the creators in this world. These people, this entity, whatever's been created here, is beneath man, woman, people. Okay, because it was created by people, part of a service corporation to further, again, this is all tied in with the bar, right? The parasites, the lawyers, the corruption. Anyways, it goes on to say, has issued an official statement on vaccine mandates. It's all threats, people. Your basic human rights are canceled if you fail to comply with the government's demand that you get vaccinated. Oh, really? We'll bring Justin Trudeau forward, or Doug Ford, those two repugnant people. And again, are they going to claim I or you are property? Nope. Any of us got a contract with them on the private side? Nope. Any of us got a contract with them when they act on behalf of the service corporation they represent? Nope. We don't have any contracts with Canada or Ontario, the service corporation. Now, you may have some contracts, or you may have consented to some form of governance or whatever, but Unless they have actually got a contract with your wet signature, none of this crap for them or for this Ontario Human Rights Commission apply to you. So this is the problem. People see this stuff no different than the act that came out from the Service Corporation Saskatchewan. Some maggot out there acting as a minister thinks that he can put pen to paper and put out an order out there that everybody is going to be bound by this, that they can come onto people's property, not people's, persons, and they can administrate their property, they can confiscate their property, they can do whatever they wish, all right, under the auspice, because this is all an emergency that's going on right now in our country. And when you realize that word person is the trick word, because again, it goes here, the Ontario Human Rights Commission pronouncement that a person, see, all of you get this now, who chooses not to be vaccinated based on personal preference does not have the right to accommodation under the code. Okay, what did I tell you about persons? Persons don't have rights. Only a man or a woman or people have rights. A person is a legal construct. See how you're able to tell this apart? You're able to see the ignorance that's being put there. But to our average fellow man and woman that don't understand these simple truths, they get steamrolled over and they think, oh my God, look at this stuff that's going out, or this, look what they're doing to us. They're not doing anything to you. They're leading you around by your nose because this is empty of knowledge. Okay. And that's why you don't need a lot of it. You just need the very core foundational truths, which I've taught everybody to take this stuff apart very quickly. Anybody who wrote this stuff, right, to comply with the government's demand. Who's this man or woman called the government? Right? Who are they? Who's this man or woman called the government? Bring them forward. Are they going to stand in open court and claim on property? Nope. Are they even going to appear? No. There's no man or woman walking around in this country that's called the government, but we have people that are acting for a service corporation that's supposed to represent government called Canada or Ontario or Saskatchewan or Manitoba. Same goes in the States with our brothers and sisters to the south of us, on the border, right? Their state assembly, their states, their territories, their municipalities, all of that stuff is always, always, always a corporation that's been created. Okay, they're not legal, they are de facto governments, okay, which means they're unlawful. They're legal, right? That's why you learn the difference between legal and lawful. Lawful applies to that which is not incorporated, a man, a woman, or the people. Legal applies to that which is incorporated. That's that birth certificate that's created when we're born, and that's that legal person. It's that simple. Now you understand the fraud that's going on in these courts. You walk into these public courthouses, and these little parasites called bar members, oh, they just run right over you, right? Because we're ignorant. Right? We don't understand the game that's being played. Well, now you understand the game that's being played, and now you cannot just normally sit back and allow to fight that game that's existing, but we need to surround this courthouse and move this truth into it and restore our public courthouse so that every man and woman can move their claims in courts like lightning outside of the society called the bar, and we can get the warrants and the arrests started coming in. Okay? That's how simple this is all moving forward. So I really just wanted to